March 26, 2024, 4 p.m. The aftermath of an airstrike in Rafah in southern Gaza. Victims buried under the rubble. A father on the scene spots his daughter in the chaos. Rima Shabir is rushed into an ambulance. Desperate, he attempts first aid. An NBC News investigation reveals that this is one of at least 7 deadly strikes in zones our Gaza team filmed after the IDF had explicitly designated them as safe in December. This one in Rafah's Al-Zuhur neighborhood, identified as an evacuation zone in a leaflet dropped over Gaza, and on the Israeli military's website in a map of safe zones last updated in December. When asked if there was anything more recent, the IDF told us the map was, quote, still accurate. NBC News has tracked almost 50 airstrikes in Rafah since then, more than half a dozen of those in areas the Israeli government had directed Gazans to for safety by name. The leaflet dropped on December 18th lists, in addition to Al-Zuhur, Al-Shabura, and Tal al-Sultan as safe zones. Our investigation reveals that the IDF targeted those 3 areas after it told residents to head there. On January 9th, an airstrike in Tal al-Sultan. The attack hits the home of the Nofal family there, killing 15. Our crew films the aftermath of the attack and the wounded treated at the nearby Kuwaiti hospital. They told us that the Sultan area was safe, but unfortunately it was not. Many of my cousins were killed, one of the survivors of the attack tells our team. On February 12, 2024, our crews filmed the aftermath of an airstrike on Al-Shabura camp. They asked us to go to the Shabura area because it is safe. This is the safe area. Look around you. What happened? A man on the scene of the attack says. On April 20th at 10 p.m., also in the Shabura district, a building leveled. Among the dead brought to the hospital, a pregnant woman whose premature baby briefly survived, only to perish in the war it was born into. In addition, the Israeli government has repeatedly called on Gazans to evacuate to Al-Mawasi, a small plot of land on the coast, which it called a humanitarian zone on October 14th, posting a map of the small enclave on its website. On November 4th, Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant says there's a safe zone which is located in Al-Mawasi, where there will be no strikes and anyone there will be in a safe place. But January 4th, 3 children die when their tent is hit in Al-Mawasi. NBC News documents this attack. The footage shows a crater and the hospital treating survivors. 14 people are killed. If Al-Mawasi is not safe, where should we go? No one is protecting us, says a man named Kamal Salah on the scene. The IDF has posted on X evacuation orders to Al-Mawasi 11 times by NBC News' count since January 1st, while continuing to strike the area. We asked the Israeli military multiple times to comment on the strikes documented by NBC News, providing precise locations and dates. It addressed one of the attacks featured in our report, replying, "The IDF is not aware of any strike at the provided coordinates and times in the query," adding, "The IDF follows international law and takes feasible precautions to mitigate civilian harm." Human Rights Watch Israel Program Director Sari Bashi tells us the strikes in Israeli military-designated safe zones are not isolated incidents.
People evacuate, people use the roads they were told to use, they go to the places they were told to go to, and then they get hit either by an airstrike or by a ground force invasion.
Is there anywhere safe in Gaza?
No, there's nowhere safe in Gaza.
Beyond the strikes on areas explicitly named in leaflets, the Israeli government has continued to target southern Gaza, where people were told to seek shelter and where more than half of the Strip's population has run out of land, literally nowhere else to flee. The IDF itself said in November it had dropped 1,524,000 leaflets telling people to head south. In a follow-up email to NBC News, the Israeli military blamed Hamas for telling people to ignore military directives, and that, quote, the IDF will act against Hamas wherever it operates with full commitment to international law while distinguishing between terrorists and civilians. But for many, there is no escape. And for Rima Shabir, the girl whose father's blood-stained T-shirt told of his frantic attempt to revive his child, it was too late. Rima died in a place where she and others were told they would be safe from harm. Hala Gorani, NBC News, Tel Aviv.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.